If you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering why your high ticket marketing is just not working. You tried all of those things and none of them are working. You tried doubling the volume of organic content, and instead of getting more sales, you are just wasting your precious time speaking to people who are just not qualified to work with you. You also tried creating aesthetic content because you see all of those people doing that, and instead of finding people who actually want to work with you, you are stuck with people who just follow you for the looks of your content. And lastly, you saw the latest Daniel Dalen vlog and you thought, oh well, maybe I will try creating the POV vlogs myself, and you just spent so many resources and time doing that and it got you nowhere. So in this video, I'm going to show you one concept that literally prints money every single day for my clients. And the reason why I say that is that literally yesterday, Dylan closed 2 out of 2 calls on the first day because of this system, and he added more than $12,000 into his revenue because this exact concept that I am sure you never heard of booked him 5 qualified calls on the first day. And to be completely honest, I'm not sure how you can even make a one high ticket sale without this. And this concept is called appointment setting iceberg. And it's, to be honest, one of the most helpful concepts that I ever found. So we're gonna talk about it in a second, but first I want you to know that it doesn't matter if you are just doing the appointment setting yourself and you are just starting out with your high ticket offer, or if you already have 3 appointment setters in your offer working half day each. This concept will help you to actually make much more money with your high ticket marketing. So let's begin the appointment setting iceberg. So 99% of people are right here. And the reason why they are here is because they think for some reason that appointment setting is boring. Because they see appointment setting as having a random dude in their DMs, just following a script one-to-one, not doing anything else. And then they wonder why, even though they are getting hundreds of thousands of views a month, they are still not closing anyone. The problem literally lies here. So how the first step looks like? The first step looks like this. You are either doing the appointment setting yourself, maybe you have an appointment setter, you just found some random script somewhere in the internet and you just copy and paste it without ever thinking twice about it. You also don't track data because data is boring, or maybe you track the most usual stuff, like the amount of replies, the amount of calendar links sent, or the amount of booked calls. And that's it. That's level 1, and that's where literally 99% of businesses, some that even make $20,000 a month, are stuck right there. And they try spending more on ads, they try doubling the amount of volume, they try doing the aesthetic content, they try doing some weird POV vlogs from their trip to Bali, and nothing works. Because at the end of the day, they cannot convert the attention that they are creating to an actual calls schedule in their calendar. So let me introduce you to the first concept that can literally 10x, and I am not joking, 10x your business if you just implement this one super simple thing: speed to lead. So what it means is basically the amount of time between someone messages you and you replying to them. And you can just do a simple Google search to see all the statistics about it, because I'm 90% sure that right now you or your setter replies usually after 90 minutes. And look at this chart, and there's no one of them, like you can find hundreds and hundreds of them. And I think the biggest study that was conducted on this was actually, I think, by Google, and they found out that replying within 5 minutes compared to replying within 30 minutes 10x's the amount of replies. 10x. So think about anything else. Is there actually anything else in your business that you can literally switch like this and you will 10x the entire business? Because 10xing the amount of replies will most likely 10x the amount of call schedule, which will result in probably 10xing your revenue. Just like this, just with this one concept. And info product businesses really underestimate the power of it. So this is the first concept, and here is literally an 10x waiting for you to be captured. Okay, and let me tell you that like really precisely. If you don't even look at this, you skip this part and you just 10x this, you will not click on a video why your high ticket marketing is not working, because you will be printing money. So that's speed to lead. Now, the second step is A/B testing. So as you remember, on the first step, we were talking that no one actually even tracks the data, not even think about A/B testing. And to show you the power of it, let me show you an actual real-life example of an A/B test that we recently did with one of the clients. So in this test, as you can see, we were testing the messages that we are sending out to his following. And as you can see in the A variant, 430 messages sent out, in the B, 417. So basically the same sample. And it tested the first message upon following, the second message, which is a follow-up, and the third message, and how many replies, how many conversations we can actually get from it. So let me show you the results. The first test, 91 replies. Okay, 91 replies. And the second one, 69 replies. If you do a math, 40% difference. 40% difference. So that means 40% more call schedule, 40% more revenue in your pocket. And the funny thing is that we actually thought that this one would perform much better because this is the one that we've been using for a while with this client, and we were shocked to see that we were literally missing out on 40% of more revenue with the same exact ad spend, with changing just few words here and there. So this is the power of A/B testing. And to show you exactly that, like in the script that I'm gonna show you, as you can see, there are so many messages that we are A/B testing every single time. So we always A/B test, for example, the first and 1.5 message, so basically a follow-up. We always test the last message before dropping a calendar, and we always send the calendar link drop because those are usually the biggest drop-off points. So this is the power of A/B testing. Imagine that with just those two things, you already 10x your business, and right here, 40% more to your business. So I am not really good at math, but this is already quite a lot of money in your pocket. And the good thing with that is also when you're doing the A/B testing, the appointment setting is actually really excited because you kind of make it a game, right? You can see which messages are performing better, which are not, and you actually have the data to then back up your claims. And also another good thing is that when you're testing appointment setting, you kind of see what message resonates with people, and then you can actually tailor the content for this. So there are a lot of downstream benefits of A/B testing. But now let's talk about the third one, which is pre-recorded voice notes. So usually on the first step right here, the biggest thing is that the appointment setting literally feels like there's a ChatGPT person in it just talking to other humans because it's not personalized. And especially when you are showing a lot of personality in your content and then a prospect reaches out to you and you are like a robot talking like this, they will sense that and they will definitely not take the time to book a call with you. So this is where pre-recorded voice notes come in really, really handy because they give them more personalized feeling. And how you actually do them, this is like incredibly simple. You just throw a bunch of pre-recorded voice notes in ManyChat. So let me show you an actual example of how you create that. So you are on ManyChat, you just click new automation here, you go start from scratch, and then you will have something like this, right? So you have a trigger and you have a message, and you just ignore this one and you click right here, and instead of text you do more, you do audio, you delete this one, and right here you just drag and drop a pre-recorded voice note that you literally recorded with your phone, and that's it. And then every single time when you want to send it to someone, you just go on ManyChat and you click, and on this live chat right here you just click automations in the chat and you send a voice note. And what it gives you is that a prospect will every single time think that he's actually speaking to a owner, to the face of the brand. And to make it even better, you actually do a variant to women and men. And like this is a big sauce, okay? This is like, I need to A/B test that actually, but when you start saying anything to men, just start the voice note with, yeah man, so should I send you a calendar here? Just adding those two words is incredibly powerful. So those small things will create this big alpha when it comes to difference between here and all of this right here to the end, right? You will have all of this ice right here, which is money in your pocket. So to recap, we did talk about the importance of speed to lead. So replying to leads within 5 minutes and by that 10xing your entire business. Then we did talk about the importance of A/B testing, that literally sometimes you can find out that you've been missing on 40% of revenue. And now we did talk about pre-recorded voice notes, which is the ability to personalize the entire experience. Okay, and now let's talk about the last step. And this is actually the step why this iceberg was created in the first place. Because without it, I would never know which things are actually important, which work, which don't work. And this is why a consistent data tracking is crucial. And let me show you an actual example. So this is usually how a spreadsheet with one of the clients looks like, right? So you have all the KPIs when it comes to scaling and creating an info business. So you have an ad spend, the amount of followers that you get from those ads, the amount of inbound leads, qualified leads, DMs to convos, or just, convos, and then of course DMs to convo ratio, convo to book calls, and then you have unqualified and qualified leads, calls scheduled, calls taken, calls closed, cash collected, revenue. And this is the craziest part. I've worked with people who did almost 6 figures a month, okay? 6 figures a month, and sometimes they don't track data. So just imagine that something goes wrong in the business. And right here, you can clearly see, for example, let's say that a DM to convo would go from 20 to 5%. We would clearly know that the problem lies in an appointment setter. But if you're running a business and you are not tracking data and something goes wrong, you start losing clients, you losing money, less leads, less calls booked. Without data, you are literally lost. Like, you can pinpoint where the problem is. And the whole reason why I can right now talk about something like appointment setting iceberg is because I saw the impact in the data of all of those things. And that's why I know that 99% of people think appointment setting is boring because they never tried, they never looked under the water, and they saw the huge potential of an iceberg, right? That this is just this on the top and such a large amount of money hiding in the waters. And usually, when it comes to that, the problem doesn't lie in your marketing. It lies in the ability to convert the leads that you are getting from the marketing to book calls. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. And if you want me to go in your business and take all of those systems and help you have the same results as we literally had yesterday with Dylan, then just shoot me a DM on Instagram. Peace.